I'm 6'6". This is a 7-foot ceiling in here with the insulation. Good morning. I'm in Austin, Texas today, and I'm at Stan's house. Not much has been happening the last 3 or 4 days, which is why I haven't been doing any videos. The videos would pretty much be me making breakfast and laying in bed all day, just doing some work online and research online while I'm healing from my surgery. For those of you not watching the videos before, if you look back a couple of videos, I just had surgery 1 week ago in the hospital for an intestinal herniated intestine, and so they went in and put in a little patch, a mesh patch, and fixed me up. So basically I got my surgery done last week, and since that time I've been healing and recovering, and not much has been going on. Today I'm making some breakfast here, which is again my typical routine, which I'm just showing you. It's pretty boring. So I'm going to make my favorite breakfast, which is egg sandwiches. And so I'll show you how to make egg sandwiches for breakfast. Pretty much I've got to get out all my supplies, which are eggs, some butter, and some bread, and then get out the pots and pans, and then get it all set up. I don't believe my egg sandwiches are anything particularly special. They're just scrambled eggs with some toast, a little bit of butter, salt and pepper. That's basically it. But anyway, I'll let you sit and watch while I make my breakfast here, and I can just tell you how boring the last week has been. I've been doing a lot of research, basically looking at step vans versus box trucks for a tiny house, and my ultimate plan for building that out. So that's where I've been spending most of my time. Stan hides his toaster inside of this cupboard here. For those of you who don't know, Stan is my client of 26 years, and over that 26 years we've become closer and closer friends. And then when I needed to have this surgery, I was contacting Stan for some work related stuff, and I told him I was coming back to the States and trying to figure out where to have the surgery, and he suggested that I come to Austin and stay with him so that I can recover here for the surgery and purchase my vehicle to set up my mobile tiny house to be able to travel around North America. So that's how I wound up in Austin versus somewhere else. So basically there's not much to the egg sandwiches. I usually start the toast first. Looks like I have the last of my bread here. I think I'm a little bit of a bread snob in that I prefer bread that's not the white bread, something a little bit upper level, like medium level bread. So this is some essential grains from HEB, which is the cheapest bread you can get of this kind. So anyway, one cool thing about Stan's house, Stan's traveled a lot. He's traveled more than I have. I've traveled like 50 countries. I'm not sure, he's probably close to 70. He likes to go to Starbucks in all of the countries that he travels to. So he has a cupboard here full of Starbucks cups from different places. Like this one's India. Let's see, this one is Las Vegas, Berlin, Lake Tahoe, Alice, but a lot of these are foreign ones. Here's Quebec. So he's got bunches of cups. I'm going to take India today. So I take a big plate like this, take the toast out, I like to set it side by side like this. Put some butter on it, and once the eggs are done, I put the entire patty of the eggs right in the middle of the two pieces and close it like that. And it's coffee time. I love Stan's little coffee maker. He has these little canisters you put in here. Select 10 ounces, push the little button, and it's done. So the last step is to get the eggs on top of the two pieces of toast and then close them together. This is the tricky part. And then close them together like this, and that's my egg sandwich. So basically for the last week while I've been recovering from the surgery, I've just been having breakfast, laying in bed, and doing some work, take a break, have some lunch, and I've been trying to go out and walk each day a little bit. Okay, breakfast is done. I'm just going to make myself another cup of coffee and then go answer some emails. Once it's a little bit warmer outside, then I'm going to go for a walk. It's about 10 o'clock and it's time to go for a walk around the block. It takes me about 20-25 minutes to walk around the block from Stan's house all the way around. They have really long blocks that are sort of elbow, not quite an L shape. But it's just absolutely beautiful weather here. It's probably 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Celsius. And here's the box truck here, parked out in front of Stan's house. It's looking good. Got to do some work today in the box truck, but still not really feeling super great. Have a lot of pain from the area where I had the surgery, and trying to avoid the pain medication, so I've not been taking the Vicodin stuff that they've been prescribing for me because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So I've pretty much been enduring the pain with no pain meds, just taking a little bit of ibuprofen, but that's about it. I've arrived back at Stan's house, about a 25-minute walk. This really takes a lot out of me. My stamina just has been completely depleted from the surgery, and the energy just goes so quickly. So I just don't really have what I used to have in the ability to walk, but this is really good for me to do a couple of walks a day and get out of the house. I think it's emotional therapy, and also just some exercise and working the intestines and helping me with my digestion. So it's really a wise thing for me to do. I've had a nice day today so far. Took a nap, been doing a little bit of research online, and I'm headed out to my truck. I'm going to be donating a bunch of my things to Goodwill, which is the secondhand store here, and a charitable donation place. So anyway, I'm going to do some sorting in the back of the truck today. So I've got to get into the truck today and do some sorting and organization. I don't have a lot of energy, but I figure if I do a little bit each day that it'll help and make some progress. I don't have all that much stuff back here. There's some plastic bins, tubs, and a lot of the sleeping things, the blankets and foam cushions and things like that, a small ice chest and some tools. So basically I've got to figure out what I want to keep and what I want to donate and give away. Over the past few days I've been doing a lot of research on the box truck versus the step van. This is the big dilemma I have, and the research that I've been doing. And the box truck, if that's a good fit for me, or maybe a step van is the better choice. So I'd welcome some input from you. Which one is a better choice and why? The big dilemma, if you go back and look at my videos, is my height. I'm 6'6". This is a 7-foot ceiling in here with the insulation, and I would pretty much have to cut out this wall. I would have to cut this out so that the chair here, the driver's chair, could come back further. So by cutting the line here just along the edge of the cab would allow this driver's chair to come further back, and that would give me a little bit of extra leg room. It would give me some extra headroom, and just to make life much easier. And also replacing this chair with one with an armrest, like a captain's chair, and maybe even an air ride. Analyzing the pros and cons, trying to find other people that are living in step vans as their house truck, and seeing what their experience is and the pros and cons of that lifestyle, and particularly those that might have done both and which one they see as better. Another contributing factor I should mention that's big to me is diesel. I've become really interested in going with a diesel so that I can do waste vegetable oil conversion. I've been talking a lot with Giuseppe. I'm going to be talking to him today in about an hour again about the waste oil conversion and the veggie oil, and how that works, and the benefits and the payoffs of going that direction, and some of the other pros and cons of diesel versus gas. If I do decide to sell this, how difficult is it going to be to sell this truck here, this vehicle, and get into a step van? Is that going to be an extremely painful process, or is it going to be something that will happen rather quickly and be rather easy to go about? But anyway, these are the things that have been going on in my head as I've been sitting in bed and just trying to recover and trying to figure out good ways to use my time. Well, I think that's enough for today. Got a little bit of sorting done, a little bit of packing, organizing, so should help a little bit. Don't want to overextend myself. I feel like maybe that's about all I have in me for today. The energy goes really quickly. It's amazing how much stamina you lose after surgery. It's a little bit after 6 o'clock in the evening. I've had a very nice, pleasant day recuperating. I'm feeling a little bit better each day, a little bit healthier, a little bit stronger. I'm going to go for one more walk around the block, probably about 25-30 minutes, and return. That's probably all I have for this episode. Appreciate any input you have on my situation trying to address figuring out the box van versus step van. Please write some comments. That's all I have for this episode. Savor the moment, be happy, pursue your passions. See you next episode.